And we are live. Welcome, campers, smilers, LinkedIn unicorns, and everyone in between. This is Scott and Shorty for What's Up Wednesday on the Business of Smiles. It's time to reconnect. It's time to bridge that gap. That time is now, and it all starts with a smile. Woohoo! Welcome, 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 Scotty. Boop, boop. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm awesome. I'm awesome. Like it's, like I love it, right? I love the opportunities we've got at the moment. Like I had Mark Foley, who came on a couple of weeks ago. I was on her podcast today and we did that recording. And wow, how awesome was it? Like, talk about queen of her own universe, right? And it's all her queens, and they're part of a community of beautiful women just striving to do better for them, and to have the opportunity to be a man in their sanctuary. I tell you what, Shorty, it's a bloody honor.
Pretty special.
Yeah, like I've been gifted two places like that lately. The cold water crazies who give me love and support, and when I need it too. Like when I need to get my head right, I go down and swim with the girls, and they help me be me. And no different to Marg today. It was just awesome. Like, like the business of smiles. I love it. I love what we bring, but it's the community that we continually be a part of that just astounds me. Absolutely astounds me. So just before we get into it tonight, Shorty, I'm going to do a really because we need sponsors for some big events, right? So I'm going to be really shameless, right? I'm going to go because this drink, Shorty, Shine, right? Shine.
Wow.
I like them. They're one of my favorite drinks. If anybody knows anybody who works at Shine, can you get them to come and call us? Because one, I want their drinks, and two, I want their bloody money.
So tell me more about Shine. What do you love about them?
Well, I love to drink the Shine because the Shine goes down like this, Shorty.
Go.
I think it might have been a little bit too much, but that's okay. No. But this is a funny thing, right? So, what I actually do like about them, and this is regardless, they're not giving us any money, but if they like to, I'll take it. Like it's a new tropics, right? It's got all the good stuff in it: turmeric, green tea, ginkgo biloba. I think I've pronounced that correctly. Yerba mate, and so it's all the good stuff. And as much as at the moment I'm being a bit naughty and putting too much food in my mouth because I can't run, and I'm using that as my crutch. I do still like to put the good stuff in, right? So I like it. I think it's good. So anyone knows anyone Shine, bring them over. So anyway,
shine it up.
Yeah, shine up. So we've got some stuff to share with our listeners, right? Because we're changing some things, and we've got some big changes coming up, Shorty. We're moving to 7:30 a.m. We're actually jumping out of the night spot, and we're actually jumping down to 7:30 a.m. for a particular reason. So, are you okay if I share this and then you can do your bit? Is that all right?
Go for it.
I know it's a bit early, but something that's really, really important to me, and something that I've was just awesome. Like, how cool was it to hear? The husband and wife we go to bed with every Wednesday night, Phil and Cherie. I love the fact that we go to bed with them, right? So they've started a business, Colorado Lures, right? Now, the thing I love about this is because their journey has created connection in their family and has brought them all closer together because they've started something they're passionate about, which has created smiles, and they're part of our family. I want to share those stories in our community. So we're going to step things up a little bit, right? And we're going to start handing out some prizes because I think it's really important, but there's going to be two types of opportunities for people to get some socks. Those two opportunities are, one, for people sharing their stories that make them smile and brings people to connected. And we want you to share them in our Facebook group or send me a private message, doesn't matter. And the other one is something I love, and I could have been better prepared, but I'm not, because that's me sometimes. But the opportunity for kids to get involved, right? Because one of the things that we've identified, Shorty, is the fact that the kids love our socks. They love them and makes them feel happy. Got the post up the other day with a lady posting. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, that's hilarious. So Phil and Sheree are in bed together with us tonight again. Oh God, I love that. Love you, Phil. That's awesome. So no photos. That's fine to send a text. No photos. So, well, one of the things that is really important, and I did this a couple of years ago, actually during lockdown with Oscar, where we got kids to draw a smiley, right? And we actually want kids to draw a smiley, but not only draw a smiley, write the reasons they smile. Like this one's, I smile because I like to fingerboard, like with the skateboard. Like, how cool is that? And it was just awesome. And so I really want to get that going again. I want to make sure that we've got people smiling coming into Christmas. Busy time of year. It's getting, it's chaotic. Bloody Christmas already. What the? So let's have some fun. Yeah. Let's share some stories. Let's get yeah. So anything you want to add to that, Shorty?
Love to add some of that, because what we found when we were doing up here in the Northern Rivers at the Living School and doing the presentation with all the kids, and we got them to do the same exercise, over 100 kids or over 200 kids doing this exercise where they all drew a smiley face and they all wrote down what the things that they made them smile. And it was absolutely beautiful, right? And you could see the energy, see the shift, and see their big, beautiful smiles when they actually read out what some of the things, from their pet goats to surfing, to skating, to the family, to certain foods. And it was just to see their eyes and their faces light up when they actually share that. It was a beautiful moment. So we want to capsulate that, and we want to spread that message out to the wider world. And so when we can hear that and we can relay the messages, so the more messages we get in, the more we can relay out. And so it's going to be, we've talked about the 1 + 1 = 3 approach. It's going to be a huge rippling effect. And you can see when the kids are smiling, the parents smile too. And so when we look at that, it's like, whoa, it's a direct impact. So one child can have an impact on maybe one parent, maybe two parents, maybe their siblings, maybe their grandparents, maybe their cousins. So once again, it's a rippling effect. So get the kids encouraged, get them, sending through their smiley faces and what makes them smile, because it's absolutely huge. And you talk about leading into Christmas, and something that we're going to mention about what's coming up in Frankston. I think it's really important because, it is, for some, it's a full-on stressful time. I walked into Bunnings the other day and I looked and went, what? And all the Christmas lights were up, all the decorations, like, I said, no, not yet already. For me, I feel always inadequate when we're living in Sydney, because our house was pretty much the only house that didn't have the full set of lights on. Like, it was like we had these little dangly lights and a blow up Santa out the front, and that was it. And you had all the other neighbors doing the full on tunes and the whole bit. So I'm working through it. I have some stuff around Christmas. Only joking. But it can be a stressful time of year, and so we want to help people work through this and know it's going to be okay, because as a community, particularly in Frankston, we're doing something about it. So I don't know if you want to share that now, but I'll throw it over to you and take it from there.
Oh, I'm actually going to share with everyone what I've just done, to be honest, because I think that was super, super cool.
Pretty
right?
special.
Yeah. So, politics is not my thing. I don't really care for it. That's what other people do. I do believe in community. I love community, and I love people who love community. So, I think we're really super lucky in Frankston, that we've got Peter Murphy, we've got Darren Bergworth, we've got all these people who are just passionate about Frankston, and they argue to support each other, and a good debate's a good thing. But the one thing that everybody's got in common is the fact that we live in Frankston, right? And so I'm lucky enough to be able to speak to all these guys with love in my heart. And so tonight I got invited down to the place in Frankston where Darren runs his campaign stuff and state election coming up. And I spoke to Darren about what I was doing in Frankston, said I need help. And he goes, come down, have a talk. Oh, yeah, okay, no worries. So I came down, I expected to talk to him. And as soon as he's got the microphone, he's gone, Scott, can you come up the front? Yeah. Just, can you share with everybody what you're doing? Yeah. Awesome. Any chance to have a yarn? And it was really powerful, right? Because we are all part of one community. Frankston is my home, and we were lucky enough to be up in the Northern Rivers in your home earlier in the year. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do the run again this year because of an opportunity with my arm. So we're going to support my community, Frankston. We're going to give it love. Not just any kind of love. We're going to give it the Business of Smiles love. We're going to touch 5,000 hearts, which I think is going to be closer to 10,000. Because every time we touch a heart, it touches ours. So this Christmas, we're doing the 12 days of Christmas. Like, how cool is this? 12 days of Christmas. Shorty's coming down. John Craig's coming down. Alan Stevens is coming down. We're bringing our best to the community of Frankston, and we're going to walk the streets. From the 12th of December to the 24th of December, we will be walking the streets of Frankston, talking to people who need a yarn, talking to people who just to say g'day. Oscar's going to be walking the streets with us. I can't wait to do that. But it's got a financial cost to this journey, which we're $52,000 is going to cost us to get this done. And we need support. So what have we done in order to make that happen? I am so stoked about this, and Shorty will get all the information up. But we're having a night. We're having a bit of a gala night, really, Shorty. Because it's going to be in Frankston. We're going to have on the 24th of November, Thursday, the 24th of November, we are having a gala night where we are showcasing a documentary, Intuition, the Personal Guidance System. And that's got special significance to me. It's got special significance to Frankston. But more importantly, it's going to give us the fuel to do our mission, which is connect with 5,000 people. Think about that for a second, right? Let's just think about that. Shorty, shut your eyes. Okay, you live in a beautiful little community. You woke up this morning. What did you do?
I went for a swim.
Okay. Who did you see on the way down for a swim?
About half a dozen people.
Okay. What did you do after the swim?
I came up and started to get the kids ready for school.
Okay. So we're at about 10 people for the day.
Yep.
What did you do after you get the kids ready for school?
Dropped the kids off, and Nat and I and Riley took the dog for a walk down the beach.
Roughly how many people did you encounter?
About 40.
40. What did you do after that?
And came back and meetings throughout the day, and then just come back from basketball.
So you would have seen 80 people today?
Easy.
Okay. So we're going to say 100 people.
Say 100.
Okay. Now keep some of those faces in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
How they feeling?
Amazing. You can see them, the smiles lit up because I was smiling to them and acknowledging them and saying hello and good morning and good afternoon and how you doing? Yeah, it was amazing.
Now imagine you said thank you to every one of those people. Imagine you gifted them a lasting gift, that every single time they opened up their drawer, that every single time they look in their bag, that every time they put their shoes on with this beautiful bright yellow pair of socks, imagine what that would do to your community.
Incredible.
Go back to those faces. How do they look now?
Oh, beaming with smiles and happiness and love.
What's happening in your community?
The vibration is rising.
A bit more love in your community, yeah?
Very much so.
Open your eyes, Shorty. It's time to gift that to Frankston. How did that journey just feel then?
That was beautiful.
I can't wait to do this. I can't wait. And I hope if you're listening to that, I hope you felt that. I hope you felt that journey as you went along today and you went through all the different people you saw today and you saw them. Like for me, it's in Melbourne. Everybody's in a hurry. Everybody's, not as attentive. They're not wearing smiles at the moment because they're in a rush. I can't wait, Shorty. I cannot wait. So there's magic around that, Shorty. And hang on, wait. And if Shine want to get on board, all right. So Shine want to get on board, I'm more than happy to take them on. It's bloody funny, Shorty, but
Love it.
We need some ambassadors. We are great ambassadors for any company that wants to be a part of what we're doing. So I'm looking forward to people getting on board. Because here's the coolest thing about this, right? We will have lanyards and badges for every business who sponsors us, right? So check this out, Shorty. This is what I'm going to love, right? Every single business that supports the Business of Smiles will be supported with lanyards and badges so that people who get gifted the socks know who to thank for their socks. Pay it forward, pay it forward, pay it forward. Thank you for being a part of our community. Thank you for that. Imagine what your business is going to be like for your staff who during that time of year, it's just crazy. Imagine what that's actually going to be like. So to have people, random people come in here with a smile on their face, see the badge and go, thank you. I don't know. If I was a business in and around Frankston, I'd want to be a part of that because we are one community, right? We are one community. So I can't. Woohoo! Toot toot. So, yeah. All right. So, Shorty, you better do better details because hey, Hugh Bagger's in too. He's in for it. And then giddy up. He's going to walk the streets, share some love.
Can I just take something from that is when we did, the Northern Rivers run up here, there were people from outside of the Northern Rivers, i.e. the Frankston community, i.e. community in Melbourne, that actually supported the Northern Rivers run. And if you think about it, we're all in one bigger community together. It's not how do we isolate our community to your community? How can we support communities across borders, across countries, across the world? And, we had a great conversation with Mez from Lennox Pizza up here and from the Bodie Boys. And what they've done up here is just absolutely been phenomenal work. And he said, boys, whatever you guys need, let's get this message out there. There's a couple of different opportunities that we can look at, but fully supported. And, a man with such a big heart like him, supporting the Frankston community and supporting the Business of Smiles, it was absolute, it's just beautiful. And so you don't necessarily have to be in Frankston to support Frankston. So, you can buy a pair of socks. You can donate a pair of socks. You can tell people that in Melbourne to come down for a walk. You can come down yourself. You can sponsor us anyway. And, we obviously there's a whole different ways to get involved. But let's have a chat. Let's have a
Yeah.
conversation on different ways that you can be involved, because you don't have to be in Frankston, because there's many different ways. And if you want some more information about the specific event on the 24th, it's all on our website. So just head over to ihopeyouaresmiling.com and look at Smiles for Frankston, and jump on and go through, buy a ticket, gift a ticket, buy some socks, give some socks, jump on board. There's so many different ways, but let's have a conversation. Let's see how best that we can get your message out by supporting our message and connecting community. So it's super important, mate. I'm pumped. I'm juiced. I can't wait to get frocked up and hit the red carpet with you.
Yeah. And we're talking about that, right? Because it's something that Shorty and I like I love the man you see on screen with me tonight. You know, I he sits so deeply in my heart. And we're going to be standing together at the door, greeting every single person that comes through the door, you know. And that to me is so important, because the business of Smiles is not about you and me, Shorty. You and I get on here to talk and, you know, have a smile and a bit of a laugh. It's about community. It's about we together. It's about how we have an impact, right? Right now, this event for Frankston, the 12 days of Christmas, this is not our full stop. This is just the beginning. But we need to make this happen, and need to make it happen really well, because then we're going to get other communities noticing the impact of what we have. You know, we've got the community of Lismore, Mullumbimby, and Evans Head that already felt what we do and the connection we've got. We're going to give that to Frankston. But I want to go to Geelong after Frankston. I want to go to Bendigo. I want to go to Ballarat. I want to get back up to see the guys up in Lismore again. I want to go to Bateman's Bay. I want to be in Mallacoota.
Yep.
I want to be in the communities to sit and listen and have a yarn, because we're all bloody important. And the reality is we are part of one big community, you know, and that's one of the things that was so awesome about what happened with the Northern Rivers. Like, we raised over 10 grand to make school equipment happen for the living school, like all the sporting equipment, you know, just because of people got behind us and made magic happen. Like, how extraordinary is that?
Yeah.
We can touch hearts by doing it together. And that's the one tangible for me, Shorty. That's the one tangible, right? You can be a part of this. This is not a just we need money. We do. But we need people. We need heart-centered people to come and walk the streets with us. We've got connect with your community. Come and be a part of it. We will teach you how. That's probably one of the biggest things that we haven't talked about, Shorty, is the fact that we will teach you how to connect with people you've never met before. And I think that's the biggest thing, because it's you know, because we do it all the time, we forget that it can be daunting for people, right? But when we do this together, and we put across the correct methodology to connect, we can all do this. You know, I love it.
And it's life-changing. And it's life-changing. Like,
Yeah.
you look at the videos of from John, you look at all, like the life-changing moments, the impact that it has for those people gifting the socks. Oh, wow. Like, it is, like, it's just, it's beautiful. It's incredible. Very heart-centered.
Well, let's look at that, right? John's coming. Papa's coming. You're coming. It's like we're doing it because it makes us feel amazing too, right? So we might have to have a yarn to Muzz. Muzz, if you're watching, there's a bed here for you. But it's, yeah, I can't wait. Like, I reckon a bit of HJB might even join us. I reckon too, Shorty. I reckon she'll be in town for that. So I'm going to hold her accountable. You want to be a part of it? Join in. Come and be a part of it. Let's just do this magic together, because we're all worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else, Shorty?
Mate, I think that's a beautiful outline, and I think we've covered so many beautiful things tonight. And I think it's really important that as a community we keep on connecting, as a community we keep on talking, as a community we keep on reaching out to see how we're going, to acknowledge one another, to give thanks and recognition of everyone's doing their best right now. And the more we can do that, as you felt the vibration shift, the energy shift when Scott took me through that little journey, imagine what it'd be like if we start to reconnect our communities and gift them a beautiful pair of smiley socks to make them smile, how that would impact their life, to acknowledge them for doing their best right now, how it would impact their life and the people that they know's lives. It is a flow-on effect. So it's all about connecting communities.
I want to grab that quickly because there's something that we don't talk about enough that I think we actually need to talk about a little bit more, is the fact that if you know someone that's struggling right now, right, and you know that they're having a tough time, please go and buy them a pair of socks. Just go to the website, buy them a pair of socks, wrap it up in wrapping paper, and thank them for doing their best. Right? There's a purpose behind that, and especially that line. That's there to say thank you for doing your best right now, because everybody is. I just want to acknowledge you for that. I want to gift you a pair of socks, and the socks with purpose. The socks talk for themselves. We all have dark days, yeah? And if we can acknowledge that in each other, it's not about always fixing things. We don't have to fix them. Sometimes we just need to have some acknowledgement so that then we can just go, oh, thanks, someone sees me. Someone sees me, and it's not about having a tough conversation. It's about just creating that connection, and it's so bloody important. So from my heart to yours right now, if you can touch a heart, if you can let somebody know that you're thinking about them, Christmas is coming up. Get some socks, get them on your mates, because it matters, right? Every time you see somebody in these socks, Shorty, how much does it fill your heart? Not because of it's the socks. It's because they're wearing them because they believe in the message, and that's, for me, is everything.
So I was in Sydney on the weekend, and down at Coogee, and went to grab a coffee at a mate's cafe at the Courtyard, and I looked down, and there he was, Dave Martin, wearing his beautiful bright yellow socks. And I'll send the photo to you later. It was just absolutely, he goes, mate, I wear them every single day. Absolutely amazing.
How did that make you feel?
Oh, it's love it. And I try to throw my leg up in the air because it's a bit hard with my back. He goes, yay! so cool.
But let's talk about that for a sec. I know we're going to go over time, but I went to that cafe when you're up north, right? And I went and spoke to Dave, and we had a yarn, and it hit his heart. And then for him to be still wearing that was 3-4 months ago. That's how much they hit people's hearts. And I'm so grateful to be a part of something that is actually got nothing to do with us. It's got to do with the individual who wears the socks, who's just, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I think that's the most special part about this, Shorty. Like everything's got to have a face, everything's got to have, but it's got nothing to do with us. And it's the stories that, the ones you never see, like they're the ones that mean everything to me. Like the one last Friday when I was gifted the opportunity to see a lady in a service station of all places. And just because there was someone in the car, they caught me on camera and took a photo of what I actually do. And that's a story between me and that person, and it'll live in my heart forever. So, yeah. But, yeah, geez, it feels good, doesn't it?
Beautiful. Beautiful. So on that note, thank you very much for tuning in this evening, this morning, or whenever you're watching this. Really appreciate, from our hearts to yours. Keep connecting, keep smiling, keep sending lots of love, and looking forward to speaking to you all soon.
Yeah, thank you. 7:30 a.m. next week. 7:30 a.m. We want the kids involved. We want to get some socks out. So we'll put some posts up in the Business of Smiles and on the socials, but we want to get some socks on the kids for Christmas. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Shorty. I love you, bro. I love what we do together, and I love the fact, I love your support and consistent energy, mate. I really appreciate
Thanks,
you.
brother. Love you.
So, yeah. Sweet dreams, everybody. Now, where is... Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. It's moved.
Have another drink of shine.
Wait. Hang on a second. Charged by Shine. Shine. Sponsor us. All right. Hang on. There it is, Shorty. All right. Have a good night, y'all. See ya.